Hi everyone, I'm Kathy Dawson. Welcome to Can You Relate, Cleveland's relationship show. Today I want to tell you that we're going to be taking off 2 weeks for the holiday, but when we come back on January 3rd, we are in a new time slot on Monday, every Monday, 12:30, right here on Channel 3. So to begin our show today, we're going to be talking about family in the holidays and what it takes to really blend a family. We have somebody here who knows about families and that they come in all shapes and sizes, so let's get started. You know, families are all about the holidays. Holidays are all about family. And families come in different shapes and sizes. Sometimes there's his, sometimes there's hers, sometimes there's theirs, and it gets complicated. We have Dr. Carolyn Landis here to talk about blended families. You are a licensed clinical psychologist. Welcome to the show. You're with UH, and you're also the director or the associate professor of pediatrics at the hospital.
That's right.
So you know during the holidays, this is a huge thing, and many people can relate to, having to do with his, hers, and ours, blended families.
I really wanted to come in and talk about this today because I see so many kids at Rainbow where there's co-parenting that's going on that's really great co-parenting, and there's co-parenting going on that's not as great co-parenting. So that's what made me think, let's talk about this during the holidays.
No, this is perfect. Now, without the holidays, it's hard to get along with your ex. But when the holidays come into play, it makes it really touchy. So how do you maneuver the holidays with this?
You know, I agree. That's why I wanted to talk about this, because it seems like there's certain things or events that go on during the holiday that people feel like they have to do that with their child. And if they don't get to do it with their child, their holiday is ruined. And what I wanted to come here and say is that make your holiday special for your child, no matter what you do with them, no matter when they're with you. Don't hold on so rigidly to that it has to be Christmas Eve church service or it has to be Christmas Day opening presents.
So what I think I hear you saying is it's not about the parent. It's about the child.
That's right.
And
that's right.
Kids probably don't care what tradition you do, right? They just like doing something.
That's right. They just want to be with you and spend time, and they want to be with you in a positive way. They don't want to be with you when you're all mad at their other parent.
Right. And I'm guessing that you are a proponent of them speaking highly of the other person, of one parent, building the other person up, which is tough to do when you're really mad.
You know what I think is a really good analogy is to think about how you are with your kid's teacher. You know, some teachers of our kids, we love them. Other teachers, not so much. We don't really like them. But we still speak positively about our kids' teachers. We still want to have a good relationship with that teacher. And it's the same thing with your ex. You might not really like them that much, but it's in your kid's best interest and in your best interest to get along and communicate with that person.
Now, do you know of any training for this? Because I'm imagining you're divorced, the feelings are like right here, and you have to co-parent. This is not going away. You're going to be parents of these kids forever.
I know, and it's such an important job. I mean, you can go to family counseling. I mean, you can go to see a therapist or a psychologist or a social worker and talk about your roles and talk about how to get along, and I think that is amazing.
Yeah, and having a plan to do that.
That's right, and we do that for families of children with like type 2 diabetes or families of children who are obese. We do that sometimes at Rainbow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, in particular to the holidays, you have a suggestion about buying gifts, gift giving, and how does that work?
Right. I wanted to talk a little bit about gift giving. One of the things that you can do to bond with the other family is to actually have your child go with you and buy presents for the other family or to make something, because as you know, especially little kids, they're not going to do that on their own.
Right.
Especially if it's just one person in the other family. If it's just the dad, go out and buy the present or have your kid make a great card or make some craft or something.
I mean, I don't know if there's statistics on this, but how many people who are divorced actually say, "Oh, let's sit down and make Dad a gift"? I'm with you. I agree with you, but I wonder how many people at home are going, "Oh, are you kidding me?"
You got to start somewhere, right?
Take the high road. That's really what you're saying, because you're an example for your kids.
I know.
Right.
Exactly.
Great information. Yeah. Thank you. Just in time for the holidays.
Yeah.
If you'd like to know more about what Rainbow Babies and Children's has to offer, you can go online at rainbowbabies.org or call them at 888-844-8447. Stay tuned. There's more of Can You Relate coming up.
Up next, only 1 week till Christmas. But don't worry, we have last-minute gift ideas that are yours for the making. And later in the show, do you need a new job in the new year? We'll share tips to tackle that task.
Craig and Mark Lindell and Grange Insurance understand that life is a series of brushstrokes, large and small, moments from the everyday to the extraordinary. As you move through your world, let Grange Insurance and Lindell Insurance put the finishing touches on an insurance plan to meet your needs. Having Lindell Insurance and Grange handle your insurance while you stay in the moment. Now that's a stroke of genius.
Join in as Al's Deli celebrates its 5th anniversary. Nestled in downtown Cleveland's 55 Erie View Plaza building, Al's Deli serves breakfast, lunches, delicious Middle Eastern dishes, and has catering too. Al's Deli, a hidden treasure for your tummy. Log on for money-saving coupons today.
Can you believe that Christmas is about a week away? If you still have people on your gift list and you don't know what to get them, we have Tracy Wolf here from Joann Fabrics. Welcome to the show. I love your title. You're the Inspiration Specialist. And you're going to be showing us a really fun gift that people can make for people and their family or friends.
I am. We have no-sew projects that require minimal skill. They require minimal time. If you can cut and tie, you can create great gifts for your friends and family members during the holidays.
And I've done these, by the way. We have about 6 at home all throughout the house that I've made. They're really fun to make individually, but also with your kids.
They are. And they're easy to do, and they're a comfy project when you're done.
Yep.
So we're starting with a pillow today. You can certainly take this technique that we're going to see, and you can apply it to different projects. Okay. The most common is probably our no-sew fleece blanket. I'm going to show you a pillow today because it's a smaller version. But you can use this technique for to make robes, to make scarves, to make hats, all kinds of projects.
Okay, the hat thing I can get, the scarf thing I can get, but the robe thing I'm not getting.
Robe just requires multiple pieces that you would cut, and rather than sewing seams, you would tie the seams together.
So you've got like these fringes hanging on where the seams
do.
Do you have one?
I do.
Oh, neat. Look at this. Oh, I love this. Look at that. Oh my gosh, it just looks like you just want to crawl right in there. Yeah.
So it's a really easy technique to do. For the pillow, the first thing that you do is you select your fleece. We have lots and lots of options, colors and patterns to choose from.
Sure do.
You can buy it off of the bolt, or we sell packages that are already pre-kitted for the blankets.
Look at that. Mm-hmm. Now, if you don't get the package, though, how many yardage do you need?
It depends on the project that you want to make. For instance, we're creating a 20 by 20 pillow today, and the project instructions tell you that you'll cut your fringe 5 inches long. So to do that, you have to add that fringe length around the whole perimeter of the piece that you're working on. So we would add the 5 inches to our 20-inch pillow, and that would end up, we cut a 30 by 30 piece of fleece.
So can you do some cutting so everybody at home can watch you do this?
The first thing that you need to do is you need to cut a corner out of each corner of the project that you're working on. And I'm using a rotary cutter today, but you could certainly use scissors as well.
Okay.
So we cut a corner out.
Oh, look at that. It's like a pizza cutter.
Yes. Once you cut your corner out, then you have to cut your fringe. And today I'm using a handy slotted ruler that we have that makes it even easier to do. It makes the job simpler, but it also makes your fringe more uniform.
Oh, okay. Okay, we're probably going to have time to do 2 fringe.
Okay. So you just put your rotary cutter in.
Okay.
Cut your fringe.
Meanwhile, when I'm doing this, I got this.
Do this all the way around, and then the next step is just to tie. You take your fringe, you do it in 2 knots. Don't do it too tight so it doesn't bunch up. All the way around the perimeter.
Right.
For the pillow, you would do it around 3 edges. Put your pillow form in, and then once your form is, you would complete the 4th edge.
The last one.
It's that simple. I love this. And here's our finished pillow.
Oh, how cute is that? And look, and on the back you have a different color to match. I love that.
So it's that simple. You can do it together. It's a great homemade, simple gift to make for family and friends.
Wonderful. This is perfect timing. Thank you for coming in right before Christmas. So if you're looking for a really interesting and homemade gift, this is perfect. It doesn't take much time at all. And if you'd like more information about Joann Fabrics, you can call them at 1-888-739-4120 or go on to joann.com. We'll be right back with Rate Your Relationship.
Oops, you messed up. Do you own up? Think about it. When you make a mistake in any of your relationships, how accountable are you? Do you ignore and rationalize the mistakes you make? blame other people to cover up your errors, give a quick sorry to brush over your boo-boo, or own up to the mistake and give a full-rounded apology. Coach Kathy has some helpful hints to heal the hurt.
If you answered yes to the top 3 questions in this survey, you need help being accountable in your relationship. And in our culture, we think being accountable is saying the quick I'm sorry, and actually it isn't. I really believe, and I teach people in my practice, to learn how to give a full rounded apology. There are 5 steps to it. Step number 2 is saying the words, I was wrong. For some people, those stick in your throat, but they're really important to learn how to be accountable. And by the way, that's the best way to teach your kids to be accountable. So there's a wonderful book I want to recommend. It's called The 5 Languages of Apology by Gary Chapman. If you know someone who would like to take this survey, they can do so by going on to CanYouRelateTV.com. We'll be right back.
Just ahead, if your career is up in the air, we'll share ways to land a new job. And later, you like to give to charities, but are they getting the most out of your money? We've got the goods on giving.
For those who struggle with drug and alcohol addiction, finding the courage to change is the first step to lasting recovery. Discover life in recovery. Discover Glen Bay.
Glen Bay, nationally recognized drug and alcohol treatment for adults. Discover more at glenbay.com.